Yo, what's going on, guys? Made it through the day. Little bit different than I expected today. I thought we were going to get hammered down right out of the gate. I was anticipating, not hoping, well, kind of hoping, so we could buy a few more shares here. I'm sure a lot of you guys did today, but I was thinking we were going to retest that 28 and some change. We did not. Uh, Basically hovered between that 33 to $35. Ended up at 34 and some change. Very good. Very good day to end up in the mid 30s there. Let's touch on a few things here. FINRA, as we know, last night popped in their old the data that we were looking for all of a sudden out of nowhere, right? Let's take a peek over here. Dark pool activity again, as we know, 70%, 66.9%, whatever the heck you want to call it, high as usual. Shares, shorting shares are running. This is varied. Today, I think like 10,000, 200,000, 300,000. We're sitting at 400,000 for geared up for tomorrow. So they got a few more bullets in there, right? So yeah, we know that that's happening. The good news of the day, Mr. Double A tweeted this out this morning, picked up those two beautiful theaters down there in Los Angeles. It's a great pleasure to announce two long-term leases on the Grove and the Americana. Gorgeous theaters as our newest AMCs. No ordinary theaters in 2018, the second and the fifth highest grossing movie theaters in greater Los Angeles. Hoping to add several more theaters as well. Remember, coming off a good week in the box office and a good week the previous week, as we know what happened on that Monday. Usually coming off a good box office week is good news for the stock. AMC is not your average stock. We got ham bone the last two, well, not so much today, but the previous Monday after Black Widow, we know. So it doesn't matter. This thing does not trade like a normal stock. Fundamentals don't mean zero. We'll touch on the fundamentals here in a minute. I got an old article about the press in January that we'll touch on. But yeah, very good news for AMC. We tend not to, I don't know, maybe kind of ignore the company and so much into dark pools and all that good stuff. So anything positive AMC is good news in my book, right? This here, look at this. This was not here last night. We touched on it. FINRA, the margin stats, all of a sudden she popped up in there, and the numbers are through the roof, higher than anything since January, right? So yeah, kind of magically appeared after everybody was talking about it yesterday. Coincidence? Probably, but hey, you never know. This is pretty good. Shout out to Lethal Stocks on Webull. Somebody put this together. But look at this up here. Citadel's new logo here. Isn't that outstanding? Naked shorting. Bleepadel. We specialize in market manipulation and market manipulation accessories. Payment for order flow, courtesy of Bernie Madoff. Carrying a lamp in the daylight. I'm looking for an honest man. If we were wrong, they would have covered by now. If we were wrong, they wouldn't have hired thousands of shills and written bot scripts for accounts. Yes, they're doing both of those. If we were wrong, they wouldn't be offering people money to become bots. If we were wrong, they wouldn't be shutting down YouTube investors and sending cease and desist letters to financial investment brokers who speak out against them. We touched on that last night too. Of course they are. If we were wrong, they wouldn't tell us we are wasting our money. If we were wrong, they wouldn't need to continue to borrow shares just to fight us. And finally, if we were wrong, they would have disapproved our DD and facts. They would have yet to disapprove it or why the MOAS wouldn't happen. Not a single thread. Hello, Christmas. Basically, 6 little nice, easy things for you to remember. We are winning. Yes, we are. Again, today's activities. Orders by Fidelity customers. Buy orders are higher. Number 1 stock traded on Fidelity. All we need to see. AMC is not going nowhere. Nowheresville. This is everywhere. These type of articles, obviously, they're everywhere. This one here. Dow suffers biggest drop of the year as Delta variant fear has hit the street hard. I think a lot of this, sure, we know that the COVID's coming back a little bit stronger, this Delta variant and all that. A lot of this is just FUD to get you distracted. Maybe not to do the FOMO into what's really going on in the market, right? try to distract you to go over, oh God, the COVID's back. The whole entire, and all they're talking about in these, you guys, is just, all those Wall Street's, we'll read a little bit of it here, but they're basically saying, hey, we're afraid of the COVID, so we're not bringing people back into the banks. Okay, what's really going on? We know what's really going on, right? As the Dow Jones average posted its worst day since October of last year, Fox Business has learned the top executives at big banks are closely monitoring the spread of the coronavirus Delta variant and how it will impact plans to reopen offices, particularly in large urban areas such as New York City. People at banks such as JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, and Goldman Sachs say so far they've made no changes in their reopening plans. So let's have a little bit of discussion on what's really going on rather than talk about COVID. Sure, it's terrible. The variant, it could do a lot of lockdowns here shortly, but still, let's talk about what's going on. The market's about to go boom, boom. Crashy, crashy. Look at this. Most of today, a lot of very young people are going to buy the dip in stocks. Yes, we are, folks. Just a couple. I'll pop this in there. It's a little bit longer. Pretty good article, though, but basically what they're saying, listen to this. The refusal, talking about us, the retail investor, their refusal to bend has been the significant fact that stock market for at least 12 months, putting a floor under the other sell-offs in 2021 alone. That just looks like one of the others sheared almost 3% off the S&P since Thursday. Whether the devotion of retail investors is enough to turn the tide against the big question in markets right now. Younger investors in particular have used sell-offs as buying opportunities. We do that every day, every week. We've done it for 6 months. Sound familiar, guys? Yeah, dumb money, the big dodo birds like us. If they have any excess cash sitting around, they're going to just use it to buy in. It's so awesome the last year how this whole market, they were not ready for this. A bunch of dodo birds on the internet buying and getting in their apps and then, short squeeze this. It's just so great. And all we got to do is buy and hold. That's it. Look at this here. The GameStop rally has revealed about the financial media. This is an old ad. I just want to touch on a couple quick things in here. Now, this again talks about the fundamentals of companies, all the stuff we've heard about these people. What's his nuts? That's, it's my value on AMC is $1, blah, blah, blah. I still haven't heard you tell me what the fundamental case is for GameStop at $350. Exaggerated Wapner said there's no fundamental reason that they're here. They're trading at the value because of this moment cohort behind it and Reddit and now infamous day trading app Robinhood. This was an argument you heard again and again from the titans of the financial media as the chaotic retail-driven assaults on Wall Street. Sound familiar? Everybody wants to talk about the complete opposite of what is going on with these stocks. Shorted to death, manipulated, synthetic shares, etc., etc., etc. The FUD is there every day, even though it's an old article, but, just go look at this stuff here, this here. Let's blame everything on the resurgence of COVID. Okay, sure. You guys also, too, Anna over there on the AMC stock page, she put together part 3 of her DD, part 1 and 2. I shared those. Probably, I can't remember when it was. Part 1 and 2 is there. If you haven't read them, definitely read this. She puts together some outstanding posts. She's my favorite by far over there on the Reddit mobile. Okay, guys, that is it. Let's see what tomorrow brings. I think we're getting close here to some major market crash correction, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully Marge will be calling Sue, but we'll be soon to find out. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.